Can you hear that noise? Yeah? Look at that. Now that is kind of impossible to photograph. There's a lot of water and it's really messy around here. But maybe on another time with a little bit less water, different conditions, different time of year, that is going to be pretty special. So hello and welcome to my next video. I'd like to photograph this waterfall, but it's running everywhere. It's gushing again at the bottom down here. It's gushing off the top of this, but it is overflowing the side. You can see it running down the side of the grass. Down there in the reeds, and the grass is seriously extremely boggy. So I do need some proper boots or some waterproofs. I've got some waders in the van that I need to do a review on, or I may have already done it by the time you've seen this. But I need to get down, I think, on the other side as well and have a look to see if I can get a shot, because it's dropping down that side, this side. It is a really cracking little waterfall. So if I don't finish it tonight, I'll see you in the morning, but I'm determined to get something before my Osmo dies, because the battery is absolutely goosed. Look at this, we've got another lovely little section of water running down, and it goes underneath the road, and on the other side of the road there's a massive water slide, if you like. It's not a cascade, well it is a cascade, but it just massively runs down the hill. It's pretty impressive to see, but I'm not sure whether I'm brave enough to get in the positions to get the photographs on my own, because as you know me, I don't like to do things on my own. I prefer people around me for safety. But this is quite a nice little find. So how amazing is that? That's the other side of the road. I've come over a little bridge, like a little pack horse bridge, really pretty, really nice. Took a couple of photographs of it. Don't think they're going to work. Just taking a snapshot of this. I'm waiting for the morning to get the camera out properly and charge my Osmo. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this before I get off back to the van, get myself some dinner and some sleep. See you in the morning, guys. Don't miss it. So I'm just getting myself sorted and ready. I want to go and get a couple of pictures of these waterfalls, maybe something a little bit proper. I did say I had some waders. I've been doing a review for the waders in the van this morning. I can't wear them because I need a size bigger shoe to put over the socks in the bottom of the waders, and I don't have anything I can get my feet into. So I've got my wellies on. We're going to go and step in some water, I think, see if we can set up that nice little bridge, maybe try and get a little bit of a waterfall, a leading line, something a bit of pretty, slow the exposure down. That's the plan. I'm going to make this short and sweet because the Osmo is not charging again. I'm going to have to get a new one. See you in a bit. So the idea is really to chuck my camera on a tripod, just have a little walk around here and see if I can get an image. It's not ideal because of the conditions. This waterfall is going to be a lot nicer when there's a little bit more growth on it, maybe even the heather comes out. But at the moment we've got a bit of drizzle, so the bag's going over it to try and keep it as dry as I can. And yeah, I'm just going to try and do the best I can with what I've got, the conditions I've got. If nothing else, it's a record of being here and a memory to come back and try again. The waterproofs have gone on because it's drizzling and not ideal really. And I broke my zip on my inner coat, my favourite jacket. The lining got stuck in it and I've now pulled the zip apart, so I've had a really bad weekend. I've tipped coffee all over my van. I didn't do it on purpose, but the whole of the inside of the van is covered in coffee. I've had things break on me, things pack up on me, and things fall apart on me. What a bloody weekend this is. So I don't really know where I want to stand and what sort of an image I want to get. All I do want to do is try and take it in just to get a bit of an idea. Maybe I can get a slightly more intimate shot. I'm on the other side of the river now than I was yesterday, so I'm just having a quick nose and see what there is available. Now obviously this will change, this water, as and when you get drier weather, so I'm just cutting out the sky completely. It is a very messy image, there's no prettiness about this, but at the end of the day it's a cascade of water and it's flowing and it might have some nice textures in it. So my first shot is my practice shot, just to see what I'm getting. have a look on the live view just to give me an idea. I've just got this nice cascade of water flowing down, coming down through the image, which is quite pretty. The polarizer will go on because you always like to check the polarizer when we've got water, see if it makes any difference. And it's making it very, very dark around the edges, which I also quite like as well. So I'm gonna have one of them. And I think the part to concentrate on is right in the middle of it. There's a little rock there that's not moving, obviously, and the water's coming around either side. So rather than taking the whole length of this water in, I think we'll try and keep it simple and take a little segment out of it and hopefully make something that works. I must admit, I do quite like the way the water flows through the image. Again, it's messy around the outside, but I do like the way it's flowing. So for me, it's not a wasted shot. I just need to try and control the water a little bit. I'm going to underexpose to get some decent water movement and see if I can blend that water back in. So I'm going to take a few shots of just the water on its own at different speeds, put the 3-stop Maven filter on. That'll give me a slightly slower exposure as well, and then I'll get a bit of movement in the water, but underexposing it, still keeping the detail. That's nice. So again, just trying different things, get a little bit of movement, and I can maybe blend in different parts of the image to give me different amount of water movement where we want it. I think this could be a monochrome image. Take away all the distractions of the messy grass and just concentrate on the water and the flow through the image. So I'm not overly feeling the joy of these images, but I am taking some small little vignettes as I go along, just of the little cascades in the bottom. There are some pretty bits, but I don't think the conditions are helping me. This bit here is very pretty. The bit that's right down in front of me at the moment, I quite like that. But I'm struggling. I think it's because it's so messy and sort of dead all around the edges. It doesn't look pretty, it just looks messy and dark. I think this needs some light on it to sort of illuminate it, or some warmer colours. I'm going to keep trying. I don't give up, I do like to keep trying. I'm going to have a quick look at this one because there's a bit of a line going up the river, so maybe I can get something out of this one as well. Let's see if I can get something down here. I think some of the problem I have is I don't like risking myself when there's no one around, because I've got no one to fall back on and help me if I get in trouble. But I do like that stone that's under the water there. It's nice and bronzy, so maybe I can get a really tight vignette of that little cascade and forget about all the rubbish around the outside, and see if I can just get that really bronzy stone to shine through with a little bit of water rushing past it. So again, we're going to go nice and tight in it, keep it all to what's going on right in front of us, and see if we can make something of this little cascade coming down this river. This is definitely the part of the river that I'd like to photograph, that mass cascade running down there. Now I shot it from the other side last night, and it was just a snapshot, but I think you need to climb down the side of this. But it's really steep, it's quite steep, and I don't fancy it on my own. I'm a bit chicken when it comes to things like this, because if I do fall, who's going to know I'm down there? Literally, who is going to know I'm down there? No one knows where I am. I'd be there a long time, wouldn't I? So yeah, I can't take that risk, but it does look interesting, and I don't even know if it's photographicable. That's good. But the river itself again, the river itself, this is one to come back to climb down here with someone else, to climb down there, get that cascade rowing over with a little bit more growth on those trees, and then maybe work our way down to the river and try and walk along the river a little bit and take some pictures of the mini cascades and the rock pools. That's definitely a plan for this year, for the future, but at the moment, not really want to do it on my own. Again, I've come down to the little bridge where I was last night, and the sky is grey and flat, and it's so dead and horrible. You look at it all beside me, everything is just dead. This is the worst time of the year to be doing this. Everything's dead, nothing's coming out yet. It's just a real mess. But again, a record shot. I'm going to slap this on the screen just to show you where I am, what I'm doing. I'm not even going to take more than one photograph. If I haven't got it, I haven't got it. It's just not pretty at all. But potential, lots of it. I've been a little bit brave. I've just walked across the river using my tripods to steady myself. 6 or 8 inches of water. So I'm on the other side of the river just to see if I can get a bit of a line to this bridge. Again, it's all scaling and potential images for the future when that tree's growing, there's a nice sky. You know, this could be really interesting. So I'm just taking some images just as record shots. Again, if I can make anything out of them, I'll put them on the screen and show you. Can you hear that racket? Can you hear all that noise? Basically, I've managed to get myself to the bottom of that waterfall. That's where I am. Look at this. All right, now I'm underneath it. It really doesn't take a good photograph, but it is nice to look at. I'm not so sure I can get a picture of it. I don't think it's going to do anything. The rocks are really slippy down here, so I can't lean in too far, but it's pretty impressive, isn't it? Pretty impressive. So yeah, only by making my way along the shoreline, a little bit slippery in places, but I just took my time. I'd like to get a shot of it, but I just don't think there's anything that I can get that would actually work. Probably better off just taking one on my phone and being done with it. All right, enough's enough. I think I've got to, I think I'm going to call it a day. The conditions are not brilliant. I'm taking a few risks by putting my feet in places where I shouldn't really be putting my feet. Yeah, it's not worth the risk of getting hurt and getting stuck, especially with something like this, because you wouldn't be found down here. It's a long way down. Potential, masses of potential down here. Looking forward to coming back, bring some company with me, watch each other's back, and get experimenting. But for now, yeah, it's all about the potential of the area, potential of the shot. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little bit from last night and this morning. I know it's a bit random, probably nothing really good images wise, but at least I've tested the water, so to speak. And I'll see you next time. Don't know where, don't know when, but we'll be out somewhere sometime. Ciao for now, see you soon. Don't forget, thumbs up, like and subscribe and all the rest. Drop us a comment. See you soon. Bye bye.